Best non-tech industries for software developers. Airlines, defense, healthcare, retail, energy, oil and gas, banking, real estate, automotive, telecoms, restaurants, hospitality, etc. What's your opinion on the SWE jobs in these industries? Anyone care to share experiences? Also, which are best for honing skills to switch to tech if you want to? I've worked in defense, telecom, and tech. Tech has been the best by a massive margin in terms of better management, friendlier people, higher quality tech, and literally 3-5x the pay compared to telecom and defense. That being said, defense was super chill. I have friends still there who have amazing, very relaxing WLB. Telecom was somewhere in between. Relatively chill but bad management and bad pay. Telecom work was the most interesting though. Worked on some bleeding edge stuff that was kinda cool. My dad works in automotive GM and makes probably $250,000 TC as a software architect, which is about what I make in the game industry. I have only experienced energy, defense, and finance. Finance has been the best so far for me. I would suspect that it all depends on the actual company though. Literally most fields. That's why a CS degree is great or a career in software is great. Whether it'll be a great job or not depends purely on the company and your position. I've even heard of some people having good experiences with banking being a very chill job. Some companies don't want you touching the critical software that handles the finances. It's funny regarding that last point as well when people asked what were the most chill fields, and people in this subreddit used to mention banking in most threads. I currently work at a boutique hedge fund and absolutely love it. WFH, great benefits, solid pay. Pharma, great job security, recession-proof, good money and WLB. I work for a restaurant distribution and food manufacturing company. The pay isn't the best, $138,000 as a tech lead. Most of what we do would be considered maintenance and modernization. Some people need to keep the 30-40-year-old systems running while we replace pieces with new .NET services and Vue UIs. I am also tasked with leading the build-out of mobile tools for the warehouse workers. The job tends to be more secure than standard tech companies. I have co-workers that have been with the company 20 years. Run away from banking. I just wanted to say any stable Fortune 500 with a good reputation is always a safe bet. I love the agricultural company I work for. Despite my dislike of farming in general. Exceptional work-life balance and stability. Pay is great too. Finance. Hands down. Defense can be incredible if you're on a cool program, and soul-sucking if not. I work in energy gas and I really love it. We have a huge variety of software we work on and which I really enjoy. I don't think it's the best out of them all and I would love giving aerospace a go. But I think energy is quite fun. I worked for an insurance company before and that was incredibly mind-numbing. Would not recommend. I work in health insurance industry and I can pretty confidently say that not a single SWE that I know of has been laid off. We did go on a hiring freeze earlier in the year, but insurance companies have so much money to throw around, it may be one of the most recession-proof jobs. IMO minus total economic downfall lol. Honestly, ag is starting to get there. Best is subjective. What do you value most? interesting work, job security, work-life balance, high pay, culture. I have been in government, finance, tech and manufacturing. Government shitty tech, laid-back management, low work pressure. Finance a combo of cutting-edge and legacy tech. Good management, high work pressure, tech cutting-edge tech. Awesome management, awesome perks, average work pressure, competitive attitude amongst colleagues. Manufacturing average tech, shitty management, low work pressure, awesome pay, no perks. I can retire here if I don't want to grow in my life. I recently started in healthcare, and I can't complain. Super friendly management, good pay, good WLB, great place to start developing my skills within a supporting team. Tech-wise, we don't really use super edge-cutting technology. The app we are maintaining is about 20 years old, but it's been super interesting tbh. At least for me. Healthcare IoT is where I made all my money. For fun. Academia, there's a high demand for it. Decent pay but a lot of flexibility and freedom normal 9 to 5 don't have. You also work with cutting edge. Need technology on a regular basis. What are you looking for? Mine. Learning, etc. From my experience and what is consistent what I hear from others. Traditional banking and finance is a no-no. They will lowball you on salary and have excuses running on legacy systems and processes because of regulations and compliance. I worked in tech and defense. I'm current in defense, and while the pay isn't that great compared to tech, the WLB is awesome, especially if you have a family like me. It's worth the pay cut for me. Finance then healthcare, but I am biased. I worked on first one. I've done entertainment, movies, healthcare, security, and finance. Entertainment is pretty fun, the perks are cool. But tech stack might not be the best. Finance not banking is great if you're into finance. I am. Since I'm always checking stock market and economy. I hate healthcare though, but YMMV. Besides academia, I've worked in oil gas, which was pretty chill. Pay was okay. Job quite interesting and work-life balance very good. Also not much management bullshit once you got used to safety and security regulations. Avoid any company who heavily depend on online internet services like LinkedIn, Facebook, Netflix if you want good WLB. Does anyone have any experience in retail? High-frequency trading is best. I've done big tech but gov side. I hated it. I work in insurance and it's pretty solid. Pay is decent. Lots of job security, and with all the data involved for risk rating it's still pretty engineering. Why, so I don't really worry about getting too stuck in a single industry. Happy to answer more questions if people have them. The Hub. Don't have a direct answer. But it's a good idea to consider tech jobs in non-tech industries that does have a tech department. It depends a lot of the company. Either tech or no tech. Sometimes. Not always. A rockstar tech companies have a lot of issues or poor management or rush to get a bad quality product or service. If you are only looking for money, banking sector is a good choice. But a kind of death path, pretty old stack. Sales engineering is high paying, good WLB and always interesting. I would say after tech, finance is probably the best, then healthcare.